Greetings and welcome to this week's edition of One Big Thing. Kurt Goulding here, and this week's One Big Thing is, well, really just a little of this and a little of that. Yeah, there are things going on, but nothing that's getting me all worked up and excited. So let's just chat about a few things that are going to have an impact, but maybe not this week. Now, China's on holiday for the Lunar New Year, so nothing's going to happen till, I don't know, late next week or the following week. So they're not going to be buying anything anywhere. And then the next thing, though, that this is a much longer view, is we're starting to come to grips with their economy, that it's shaky at best, and that there's a greater and greater concern regarding their population, and that it is in fact beginning to shrink. There is concern for what's going to happen to their hog business, as well as how that's going to impact exports of frozen pork to them. Now, thoughts are beginning to focus on not if, but when China becomes self-sufficient. This is huge. And it's been going on for some 20 years in the marketplace. That all we said was, look, with regards to China and soybeans, plant it and they'll buy it. You know, no worries about it. It's not if, it's when they're going to buy it. Now, while this could be a big deal in a negative way for the U.S. farmer, it could be devastating for the Brazilian farmer. You know, with the U.S., they're expanding all their subsidies for the vegetable oil, so there's increased demand for soybeans for domestic crush, and we'll subsidize the stew out of the bean oil to make biodiesel. But with regards to Brazil, man, all their expansion the last 15 years has been a function of Chinese buying. So this could be a really big deal. It's interesting, but not a factor yet. Now, here in the U.S., inflation's just not going away. It's keeping the U.S. dollar strong. And more importantly, interest rates are not going to get cut anytime soon. So that's got the equity markets all in a tizzy. Now, Monday, corn made a multi-year low. Funds have near record shorts in the corn market, and they're still there to sell it. Today, it's taken another big hit. Southern Hemisphere grain production, it's okay. It's probably going to be pretty good, in fact. I know. Somebody, a Brazilian farmer group, has cut Brazilian beans to 135. Whoa! Yeah. But I don't put much credence in that. But what we do know for sure, there just isn't any bullish news out there. Growing conditions in Europe and the U.S. look really good going into the spring season. We've got the potential for a great wheat crop here in the U.S. Same in Europe. And oh yeah, the Europeans, their ending stocks of wheat are up 30+% over last year. So now, is wheat going to become a feed grain as opposed to a food grain? Any way you look at it, not very bullish for corn. So, sell rallies. And until next time, happy trading!